Hello and welcome to the short introductory course on emotional intelligence by Breaking Barriers Training. What we will cover today is a definition of emotional intelligence, a model of emotional intelligence, and some tips and techniques of applying emotional intelligence in our life. So let us go ahead and understand what is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is our ability to recognize and understand emotions in ourselves and others, and our ability to use this awareness to manage our behavior and relationship. This definition was given by Dr. Travis Bradbury and Jane Greaves. Emotional Intelligence 2.0 is the name of the book. Let's look at the model of emotional intelligence and what all emotional intelligence has in it. The first one is self-awareness. Self-awareness is the ability to recognize and understand your moods, emotions, and drives, as well as their effects on others. So it all starts with self-awareness, which means I need to be aware of my moods, my emotions, my drives, which is what motivates me, and what is their effect on others and myself. The second is self-management, which is the ability to control or redirect disruptive impulses and moods. So we all need to be emotionally more resilient, which means we will feel bad at times, we will feel negative at times, but when we feel negative and bad and sad, we have to regulate, we have to redirect these disruptive impulses. The propensity to suspend judgment, think before acting, and not be judgmental, these are the traits of self-management aspect of emotional intelligence. The third one is social awareness, the ability to understand the emotions of others. Very important. When we're dealing with people in a social gathering, how do we understand how are they feeling, what should I say, and how will that affect the other person? All those things are in social awareness. The last aspect of emotional intelligence is relationship management. Proficiency on managing relationships and building networks, an ability to find common ground and build rapport. So the goal is to have better relationships, better self-management through self-awareness and social awareness. So when we become more self-aware and socially aware, we become better disciplined in terms of our emotions and feelings. So we are better self-managed, and through social awareness, we are able to maintain our relationships and live better lives. Let us look at self-awareness. What all comes in self-awareness and how we can improve our self-awareness. The first one, observe the ripple effect from your emotions. What is the ripple effect? Which means if I start feeling bad, how does that affect me? And what other thoughts and feelings get affected because of one incident, negative incident in my life? So somebody shouts at me. If somebody shouts at me, do I start shouting at others? Do I start feeling bad? How do I deal with those emotions? What is the ripple effect? How is one incident in my life affecting my emotion throughout the day, throughout the week, other emotions, behaviors, what all gets affected? Visit your values and beliefs, very important for self-awareness. We look at the world through a map of values and beliefs, and this map is usually created at a very young age, and throughout our life, through our experiences, it keeps changing, and the values and the beliefs and our experiences, because they keep changing, our way of looking at the world keeps changing. So please be aware of those. Check yourself, identify the physical manifestations of your feelings and emotions. So next time you're feeling really sad, just be more aware of your body, the physical manifestations, your heartbeat. When you're scared, your heartbeat. How's your heartbeat doing? Okay, your heart is beating faster, you're feeling restless. If you're feeling pain in a certain part of your body, which part is it? Just be more aware of the physical manifestations of feelings and emotions. Next is know who and what pushes your buttons. I'm talking about hot buttons here. Okay, even they're happy buttons. What makes you happy? What makes you sad? What makes you angry? What makes you gets you frustrated? Once we are aware of these triggers, we can actually take care of them. Because through self-awareness comes self-management. Now stop and ask yourself why you do the things you do. What drives you and why? Next is seek feedback from everyone and think about it. Okay? Ask people, what do you think about the way I reacted in that situation? What do you think about this situation? Am I over-exaggerating it in my own mind? Or is it really serious? Am I catastrophizing? Or it's really there? The problem is really there. So please take feedback so that you can check back with your values, beliefs. You can check back with your physical manifestations of your feelings so that you can check back with your perspective of the situation. Feedback plays a very important role in self-awareness. Next aspect is self-management. Take control of your self-talk. Be aware of the words and thoughts that come to your mind. So we all talk to ourselves. There's a lot of self-talk happening. Be careful not to use negative self-talk. Be careful not to self-criticize yourself a lot. Be too hard on yourself. And when you have negative thoughts about others, they will affect your feelings about others. They will affect your behavior towards others. So be careful with that. Be aware and take control of your self-talk. Count to 10 when you're about to lose your temper. So when you're about to blow off, just count to 10. That's another technique that has helped people come back to their senses. With counting to 10, you can also do deep breathing to just calm down your nerves. Smile and laugh more. Do things that uplift your mood. And be aware of people and situations that upset you. Now, you can't control these situations and people. You can't, some people you can't get them out of your life. And situations are beyond your control. But you need to be aware of them. Awareness is what we want. Learn a valuable lesson from everyone you encounter. Be open to new experiences. A lot of times, spending some time with old people who have gone through different situations in their life gives us a great insight on how we can live our lives. So just spend some time with people who are old, like your grandfather and grandmother, if you're lucky. If you have grandparents, your parents, spend time with them. Ask them how did they tackle challenges of their lives. Gives us a perspective of how we can live our lives. Next is social awareness. Greet people by name. Notice small changes and appreciate them whenever there is a change for better. Even slightest. Okay, just for the sake of appreciation, you will notice them. You will notice how people are moving throughout the social area. Watch body language. See how people meet, greet, and hold conversations. Be more socially aware. Be aware of the impact of your words on them. Are they laughing? Are they smiling? Are they, if you crack a joke and nobody is smiling, you get the feedback. And you know that the joke didn't work out, okay? So take that feedback and improve yourself in dealing with people. And you can only do that by being with them. Live in the moment. Try to control your monkey mind, as we call it. And every time it tries to flee to the past or run towards the future, get it back into the present moment, but gently. Don't be harsh on yourself. just lure it back into the present moment. Say, look what we just saw. Look how beautiful this individual is, the situation is. Just let me look at the beautiful sky. Let me look at the beautiful tree in front of me. Okay, so let me not think of what happened in the past. Let me not think of what may happen in the future. Practice the art of listening by avoiding solutioning, advising, or judging. So don't try to give solution instantly. Don't try to advise people. Don't try to quickly judge people. Step into their shoes and imagine how you would have behaved in that situation, what you would be thinking and feeling if you were in their situation. That's a very good exercise that you can do for social awareness, for developing empathy. Relationship management, last one, be open to new ideas and thoughts and curious about the likes and dislikes of other person. So we do something called psychological contracting, where we sit together and we discuss, what do you like, what do you dislike, what do I like and dislike? Let's share those and see if we can help each other live a better life. Take feedback well. Do not get defensive or aggressive when someone shares their perspective of your behavior. Now remember, they're sharing their perspective of your behavior. This does not make you may be right, may not be right. Okay? It's just their perspective, and you have to respect that. Build trust by being honest and vocal about your feelings, and also by asking other person about their thoughts and feelings. Acknowledge the other person's feelings by listening patiently and paraphrasing without advising or preaching, as we said earlier. Verbalize your own feelings. Let the other person know how you feel. A lot of times we just keep our feelings to ourselves. We don't talk about our feelings, and we assume that the other person would get to know, which, my dear friends, is a misconception. Other person will not know till the time you don't tell them how you really feel. Tackle a tough conversation by being calm and not reacting. Do not attack the other person's beliefs, values, or background. There are times we attack their beliefs. You are like this, you think like this, you believe this, which is irrational, illogical. Don't attack people's beliefs and values, or even their background, where they came from, their parents, their culture. Don't talk about those, because they hurt relationships. Remember, it is the little things that pack a punch. So all these small things can completely change your relationship dynamics for the better or for the worse. This brings us to the end of this short intro to emotional intelligence. Thank you so much for your time today.